Okay, Pac Man needs no introduction. He's perhaps one of the most iconic video game characters in existence, with the exceptions being, of course, characters like Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, Link, Pikachu, the list goes on. He has countless amounts of merchandise, including toys, cartoons, food items, and of course video games. While Pac Man, like other characters, has had many video games released, his most famous release in my opinion would of course be the 1980 arcade game Pac Man. Or, if you're from Japan, Puck Man. I couldn't tell you why exactly he's called that, but it's probably just a regional thing. Now, I'm sure every kid nowadays knows who Pac Man is, but honestly, I couldn't tell you how I was introduced to him. I think I knew him before Mario, maybe? After? I'm not sure. Point is, I've known him for quite a while, at least over 10 years. Anyways, the goal of Pac Man is to eat as many pellets as possible before either clearing a stage or eating one of the four ghosts. The four ghosts are Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, and they all have random movements that can catch you off guard. However, Pac Man does have one catch up his sleeve, or mouth, or whatever you call an 8-bit pixel like this. In the four corners of the map, there are slightly larger pellets called power pellets. Eat one and Pac Man becomes a machine of death. By eating the ghosts, you can rack up points to your high score and possibly earn an extra life. They all instantly turn dark blue and try to run away from you as fast as they can. Come here, you ghosts, yeah! As previous arcade games, Pac Man doesn't have much of a soundtrack, other than the opening jingle at the beginning of a stage, or the music that plays when there are cutscenes. Yes, cutscenes. They're not much, it's just Pac Man going back and forth, beating ghosts, or whatever this is. Yes, as far as I know, Pac Man was one of the first video games to have cutscenes. Overall, compared to all of the previous arcade games I've looked at, Pac Man is definitely an improvement above them all. One of the best features is the ability to move in four directions. Previous arcade titles like Breakout and Space Invaders have a fixed position to where you can only move left or right or up and down. Even Asteroids, though it has a free range movement, the controls were not on a joystick. This, however, was a step in the right direction, as the added movement can present room for innovation in game design. Pac Man was a runaway success and opened the door for the explosion in the arcade scene. The game has been released on several platforms, the best probably being on the NES, and the worst, of course, being on the Atari 2600. If you've never played Pac Man, firstly, who are you? And second, the best option is obviously the arcade version, which is available on many modern consoles. If you don't feel like buying it on modern platforms, then the NES version isn't bad. Next time, we'll be looking at a dual header, the class of 1981 if you will, with Pac Man's follow-up and overall superior successor Miss Pac Man, and Galaga the space shooter. Until then, this is Arcade Chronicles.